I can't believe Brooklyn's a WWE superstar now.
I can't believe I have to be her partner.
It's good she no longer has any authority, but it feels like she's even more ingrained in our lives.
At least it's now legal for you to punch her in the face. Again, I have to be her partner.
She's not worse than Kurt Hawkins. The guy hasn't won a singles match in over a decade.
At least you got to choose him. I didn't have any say in this.
It wasn't like I had a ton of good options. Look, all that aside, I just have a feeling this isn't going to end well for anyone.
Well, at least I can still make the best of a bad situation and win some money for charity.
Hey, even though I might have the walking decade of defeat as my partner, I still plan on winning the mixed match challenge.
Same here. So I guess we'll just see whose crappy team flounders its way to the top.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And
she's gone from terrorizing Red and This is a historic night as our former GM, Brooklyn Von Braun, makes her highly anticipated in-ring debut in WWE, replacing the injured Ronda Rousey.
I still can't believe Brooklyn and Trey are partners. I mean, talk about an unlikely pairing. They've been at each other's throats for like 20 years.
Well, we'll have to see if their adversarial past affects the American Hero's ability to work together in the Mixed Match Challenge.
I guess Brooklyn came up with that team name. Real creative.
Hey, at least it's not as bad as their opponents who are calling themselves the Moons over my Sammy.
I gotta like that.
I bet you do.
Lost in the corner right now.
Bulldog!
And Sami Zayn reverses it.
And Sami Zayn exploiting the opening.
Smart.
Ooh! He has become relentless at this point.
Must be nice to be able to dial it up when you need to.
Tough situation to be in right here. Boom! It's hard to look at Sami Zayn now and think of him as an inspiring figure, but that's exactly who he was in his time at NXT. In fact, he was widely regarded as the heart and soul of NXT.
Situations like this usually don't end very pleasantly.
Boom! Did you hear the impact? Boom! What impact!
Lightning fast reflexes.
Whoa, it's another... Wait a second, it appears Brooklyn wants Trey to attempt the same double team maneuver that injured Ronda Rousey.
Is she trying to prove she can do it better?
I don't know, but it looks like Trey's not quite sure about this after what happened to Ronda.
Perfect execution by the American Heroes.
An impressive win for the new team of Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun.
I'm still not sure what to think about these two teaming. It's very strange.
It looks like Trey's still trying to get used to it as well.
I told you guys 100 times, Brooklyn's a professional. She likes winning much more than she dislikes Trey.
And here comes Trey's best friend, Red, for their mixed match challenge match.
Hey, good luck.
Well, that was awkward.
You don't want to read too much into anything, but it certainly looked like Red just ignored Trey altogether.
Well, it's obvious Red is upset about Trey teaming with Brooklyn, but she'd better get over it fast or it's going to end up costing her team this match.
As this mixed match challenge match begins, we the possibility that Red's team could end up facing Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun at some point.
Well, given what we know about Brooklyn's ability to get under Red's skin, that could definitely be a volatile situation.
You would think that since this whole thing's for charity, that everyone would be able to manage their emotions, but if Brooklyn triggers hothead Red, all bets are off.
Oh, again! She's been on the offensive for a little while now.
It's like she's tapped into some unseen energy source.
Wow. Not looking good for Ruby Riott here. That is a great reversal.
No, another reversal. Neither one of them are willing to give an inch here.
Ruby Riott is anti-establishment. She's an anarchist and someone who takes aim at those born with a silver spoon in their mouths. When it comes to Ruby, it is down with the system.
So many different styles on display here in this mixed tag team match.
Oh, left right to the liver. Ooh, brutal body shot.
Ooh, what impact.
Ruby Riott just too quick.
To Byron's point about Ruby Riott wanting to bring down the establishment, I need to agree with that. Ruby is controlled, calculated, and possesses an abundance of self-confidence.
All I hear is whining from you two. It's because of Ruby Riott's fantastic qualities that the Riott Squad is one cohesive unit. And the inspirational leader of the group is one of the premier competitors in WWE today. Ooh, brutal body shot.
Ruby Riott finds herself in a tough spot. Producing a trampling.
Yikes, that don't even wake you up or knock you out. Oh, nasty impact. Ruby Riott saw that one coming and made her pay.
Wow, what a sequence. What a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent.
Goes into the pin.
Whoa, didn't expect to see that.
Head scissors.
Round and round we go. Harsh impact.
This isn't where he wants to be, guys.
He needs to get back inside that ring.
Snake eyes! And look at this.
Head to the pennyweight.
Will it be?
I think so.
Great officiating as the ref noticed she was on the ropes. Kick right to the midsection. at this. Raw power. Ruby Riott turns it around. Running Hurricane Rana. She's enduring some damage. She scores big with the counter. Not what she was looking for.
Front face lock applied into the guillotine.
Big back body drop.
Just a step quicker.
Oh, the old head scissor. Straight punch. Jarring.
She's gonna try it again.
This could be the chance she was looking for.
Will it be? It's over. No, kick out at 2.
I gotta tell you, I thought she was done there.
Powerbomb.
That's it.
He's absorbed some damage already. And she's getting fired up here.
The great ones always explode when they have the chance.
Boom, what impact. Right in front of the referee. That'll be a blatant disqualification.
After a couple more wins for both our teams, Trey and I would be in a position we'd never been in before, standing across the ring from each other as opponents in the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge.
Good luck tonight. Seriously.
Yeah, you too.
Do you mean that? Because it seems like you can't bring yourself to say the actual words.
I can totally say it, but now that you told me to, it won't mean as much.
Come on, just say it. Good luck.
Hey, look, it's your partner.
How convenient.
You're talking to the opposition before our match? You do realize I could give them a competitive advantage.
My team doesn't need an advantage to beat someone who's had less than 5 matches.
I'm pretty sure I had less than 5 matches when I was tapping you out in high school, and tonight will be exactly the same. Except this time, a whole lot more people will see me embarrass you. Come on, we need to discuss what we're going to do with our prize money after we win. I was thinking we donate it to victims of identity heft. It's when people identify as skinny, but they're actually really fat. I think Red might have it.
This guy's still a loser to me. Brooklyn Von Braun has graced us with her presence.
This is it, the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge. One of these teams will take home $500,000 to donate to a charity of their choice.
Don't bury the lead, Cole. The charity part's nice, but the real story here is that best friends Red and Trey are facing each other for the first time ever. Things could get very interesting.
Normally, I think you guys were just trying to stir up drama, but Red and Trey have definitely seemed a bit off lately, and this match certainly won't help matters.
Short clothesline hits its mark.
It's starting to come together in a big way.
Yeah, she's a little bundle of energy right now.
Clothesline!
Oh, that'll leave a mark.
Oh, man. Oh, the torque on the knee.
Well scouted reversal there.
Oh, what a nasty knee lift.
She's looking a bit out of it here.
Oh, didn't go as planned there.
What's going to happen here?
Don't do this.
Oh, gosh.
Sunset flip into a power bomb. Plenty of hits coming her way now. Bringing it back into the ring.
Dominating cross body.
Oh, foot just stomping down.
Changes her fortune there.
Heavy duty right hand.
Uh-oh, submission move. And the ropes will break this one up.
Looks like she's got a new lease on life here, Cole, but can she capitalize?
Forearm to the kidneys. Oh, no, we've got a problem here, guys. Inverted superplex. And setting him up. Oh, I needed a face.
That's going to hurt.
Evading possible disaster there. She ducks out of the way there.
Clubbing blow to the back.
Severe damage being inflicted to the back.
Forearm smash. Drop kick right to the spine. Her opponent has her cornered now.
Yeah, things look bleak right now.
And finds a counter.
Nice right hand.
Shoulders down. Where is she finding the strength to continue?
Very admirable performance here, but you have to wonder if she's risking permanent injury.
Fly.
Well, that'll leave a mark. Oh, she turns it around.
Another.
One for good measure.
Going to the top, high risk.
She's going to try it again.
What an amazing display of athleticism.
That's a match-winning move, guys.
There's almost no defending against a move like that.
Straight punch. She's got the shoulders down. Near fall after near fall in this matchup here.
What a match.
Oh, the dreaded claw to the shoulder.
Man.
She is just dominant right now.
She's looking good now. We'll see if it lasts.
Elusive movement there.
When you look at this, it looks like they both did their homework heading into this one.
Reverses. Can she take advantage?
She's in control. Big time atomic drop.
That'll have you walking funny.
She's starting to tire a little. Kurt Hawkins exploiting the opening. Breaker! Ouch.
Elbow drop. Big time.
Oh, I knew that was coming. What a forearm. Oh, leg drop across the back of the neck.
How impressive was that reversal?
Not again.
One of these competitors is eventually going to have to gain the upper hand.
All on the apron, lifting it up into the ring. Bam! Suplex. He's fading, guys.
That corner is the only thing keeping him upright.
And another reversal.
Seems like we're back where we began, Michael.
Spear!
That was vicious.
Referee in position. There's two.
She just will not go away.
Wasn't expecting that. Boom! What a forearm.
She is just too quick.
Got out of the way in a hurry. Spear! Pinning predicament. Two. Red and Kurt Hawkins are your mixed match challenge winners.
Hawkins still hasn't won a singles match in 10 years, but maybe this will give him the momentum he needs to change that. Who am I kidding? He's going to go right back to his losing ways.
I just hope that now that this is over, there won't be any hard feelings between Red and Trey. They've been through too much together to let something like this get between them.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's up with you riding with her?
Relax. I offered him a ride since we're both going to the gym.
Look, I know we usually ride together, but I wanted to get some extra training in since Samoa Joe basically wants to strangle me to death with his crazy cyborg arm at SmackDown 1500.
I'd be happy to help you work on your submissions. It's really the only way you're going to survive the coquina clutch. I mean, that little reversal trick you taught him might have worked in their first match, but let's face it, he needs some real training. After all, my MMA record was 24-2. The 2 losses were DQs for eye gouging, so really, I was undefeated.
You training me is a great idea. It could help me survive Samoa Joe. Who knows, maybe even beat him.
Good, we'll get started right away. And by the way, I didn't get a chance to congratulate you on winning the Mixed Match Challenge. It actually inspired me.
To what? Quit?
No. Your donation of the $500,000 to that animal shelter in our hometown got me thinking, what can Brooklyn do to help? So I decided to donate $1 million of my own personal money to the shelter.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, they're naming an entire wing after me. Did you get a wing?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, I guess 500K isn't really wing money. But hey, I have the director's info. I'll see if they can at least name something after you. Maybe a maintenance closet or a bathroom stall. I'll let you know when we can get started on that training, partner.
So what, are you friends with her now?
No, it's not like that.
Well, it seems like that. I mean, first you're riding with her, and now you're training with her? Did you forget this is the same person who tormented us for 20 years?
I got a ride with her one time, and besides, she's changed, okay? I mean, she just donated $1 million of her own money to an animal shelter. Bad people don't do that.
How naive are you? She's obviously lying about the donation to try and get under my skin. There's no way she would ever actually do something good like that. She's always been fake, and this is no different.
Can't assume any of that.
I'm not assuming she's a terrible person. I know that. And I thought you did too.
Come on. That mural's kind of freaking me out. It feels like you're watching me from every angle.
I am. But focus here. So when Samoa Joe gets you in the coquina clutch this time,
How do you know he'll get me in it?
it's a submission match, which means he'll be going for it early and often. So you have to be prepared. And what I was going to say before you interrupted me...
Sorry, won't happen again.
What I was going to say is your little trick you used against him 10 years ago when you rolled backwards to get the win isn't going to work this time. He'll be ready. And even if you pulled it off, it won't do any good because this is a submission
Rivalry match. Rivalry submission match.
Right. So I'm Samoa Joe, and I'm going to put you in the coquina clutch. Try to escape.
Oh, I tap!
That was pathetic.
I know. How am I ever gonna beat Samoa Joe? I mean, once she cinches in that arm around my neck, it's all over. Goodbye, WWE Championship. Goodbye, Trachea. Goodbye, Earth. Hello, big ring in the sky. Hopefully.
Okay, stop. You're spiraling. It's not about his arm. It's about his legs.
Huh?
I studied hours of footage of Samoa Joe locking in the coquina clutch. You're welcome. And I discovered a hidden flaw that's going to allow you to counter it and him. Give me your phone. Voice password?
Trey and Peyton Royce forever?
Voice recognition volume too low. Please try again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever. It's a joke. Please don't tell her.
Anyway, like I said, I watched a lot of tape on Samoa Joe, and I discovered this. Watch his ankles. See how he crosses them? He does it every time. That's your opening to beat him.
I don't get it.
Of course you don't. Let me show you. Put me in the coquina clutch and make sure you cross your ankles like Joe does.
What the heck was that?
The secret to not getting the life choked out of you and walking away with your WWE championship.
Wow, this is weird to say with all our history, but I don't know what I'd be doing right now without your help.
I guess I've been in a charitable mood lately.
Well, seriously, thanks for teaching me this. So, I guess we're good to go now?
Are you kidding? You haven't actually learned how to do the counter yet. On your back. We're going to start with a hip motion. I'll film on your phone so you can watch it back later. It locked again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever!
Welcome to the special 1500th episode of SmackDown Live.
SmackDown Live has been the home of some amazing matches over the years, and tonight we continue that tradition with the long-awaited, much-anticipated battle between Trey and Samoa Joe.
This submission match for the WWE Championship is 7 years in the making, going back to Trey's debut when he shocked the WWE Universe and Samoa Joe. But tonight on SmackDown 1500, will Joe finally get his revenge?
Hey, what are you doing?
Studying my training footage. I think I actually have a chance tonight thanks to Brooklyn.
Yeah, about her.
I don't want to get into it again. I need to focus on my match.
I actually wanted to apologize. I might have been acting a little crazy lately.
A little?
Okay, slightly more than a little. I called the animal shelter that Brooklyn said she donated the money to, and turns out she wasn't lying.
See? I told you she's changed.
I think I just got caught up with us competing against each other in the mixed match challenge. And then I felt like I was losing my best friend to pretty much the worst person I could imagine. But maybe she's not the worst person after all. There's probably some terrible dictators or criminals on death row who are slightly worse.
That's very big of you to say that. So you should be cool with the fact that Brooklyn is going to be in my corner tonight then, right? I need her out there to coach me through the technique she taught me.
Totally cool with that. Not bothered at all. Besides, I have a big announcement to focus on.
About what?
Well, I decided to get back to concentrating on the list, and there's one thing on there I always wanted to accomplish, but it never seemed possible. Especially when Brooklyn was GM, no offense to your new BFF. But since this is a very special episode of SmackDown Live, it's the perfect time to make it happen. Good luck tonight. Seriously.
Hey, you finally said it.
And I meant it. Tonight, we celebrate 1,500 episodes of SmackDown Live. On nights like this, we look back at the amazing superstars who helped us get here. For me, personally, when I was an awkward teenager, the thought that I could someday do this seemed like a total long shot. But I was inspired by women like Beth Phoenix, the Bellas, Natalia, and Mickie James. Around that time, I created this list of goals I'd someday want to accomplish if I ever made it to WWE. Well, I think I've more than made it. But there's one thing on this list that all those women I mentioned accomplished. But I never have, because it's kind of impossible now. But if I've learned anything on my journey, it's that nothing is truly unattainable. The goal I'm referring to is winning the title that I grew up watching. The WWE Divas Championship. Like I said, kind of hard to do considering it hasn't existed in almost 15 years. But I'm proposing that WWE bring the Divas Championship back so I can honor the women who blazed a path for me and prove that no dream is ever hopeless or unimaginable.
Wait, What? And you want me to tell her right now?
I'm sorry, but I was just told to inform you that the Divas Championship is already spoken for.
Already spoken for? It hasn't existed in over a decade. How is that even possible?
They said you would hear more in the very near future. That's all I know.
What just happened?
I have no idea, but apparently someone in the back has other plans for the Divas Championship.
Introduce.
This match between Trey and Samoa Joe is finally happening tonight on SmackDown. 1,500 after nearly a decade of anticipation.
I don't think Trey was anticipating this as much as Samoa Joe, especially considering it's a submission match, which definitely favors Joe and his coquina clutch.
Let's not ignore the fact that Trey has Brooklyn Von Braun in his corner tonight, who could be the difference maker. Supposedly, the ex-MMA star has been working with Trey on his submission defense in preparation for this match.
I don't care who's in Trey's corner. There's no way he walks away with his WWE Championship. In fact, he'll be lucky to walk away at all.
There is something I've noticed throughout Samoa Joe's career. Something that should make all WWE superstars very cautious. Joe is like an assassin. He targets the competition, not only with a mission to defeat them, but a mission to destroy them.
Rocket kick!
Samoa Joe looking a little startled right now.
Yeah, but he's not breathing heavy yet.
Byron, you see Samoa Joe having the characteristics of an assassin, carrying the attitude of a merciless mercenary. I question Joe's moral judgment, his lack of sportsmanship.
Well, unfortunately, gentlemen, morality doesn't win championships, and you fellas may hate it, but you have no choice but to respect it. Samoa Joe makes no apologies for taking people out because he didn't come to WWE for sportsmanship. He came here to fight.
Turning the momentum to his favor.
Yeah, he's a superstar that can flip the switch and get after you.
Brought in the hard way.
These two heavyweights have worked their entire lives for this, and the night has finally arrived. We'll see who will claim the WWE World Heavyweight title.
He's looking a little dazed, guys.
And he's got nowhere to go in that corner.
Great decision by Joe to capitalize.
An impressive series of moves.
Looks like nobody's budging, Cole.
The champ to the top turnbuckle.
He wants it one more time.
A championship level move.
Absolutely devastating, Cole. This one's over.
Power bomb! And Samoa Joe locks in the coquina clutch.
Trey's attempting a counter.
What's the matter? Not like you planned?
It looked like Trey attempted a counter to the coquina clutch that Brooklyn must have taught him, but for whatever reason, It just didn't work.
It's over.
It may not be the Universal Championship that Trey defeated him for 7 years ago, but Samoa Joe gets the vindication he was looking for, as he is the new WWE Champion. What the hell?
No, no, no! This is awful!
Was this some kind of setup all along?
It had to be. Hindsight's 20/20, but Brooklyn Von Braun's change of heart was way too good to be true.
Saxton, you said Brooklyn was going to be the difference maker tonight. You were right for once. If she and Samoa Joe have formed an alliance, and it would appear that they have, Red and Trey's lives are going to be changed forever.
I really don't need to hear "I told you so" right now.
All you're gonna hear from me is I hope you're okay.
I'll be alright. I just feel so stupid.
You're not stupid. You're trusting and a good person. That's what separates you from people like her.
Like, I appreciate it, but I still can't believe I let my guard down like that. You were right about everything.
We'll make her pay for this. I promise.
Welcome to SmackDown Live, where hopefully we're about to get some sort of clarification from Brooklyn Von Braun on last week's shocking turn of events.
I am a big fan of movies. Mostly the ones I've starred in, but there are some other ones that are okay too. But in any film, my favorite part is always near the end when the villain explains their big evil plan, going over every single detail of how they pulled the wool over the stupid idiot hero's eyes. But in movies, this usually allows the hero time to escape or stop the bad guy in some way. But I'm not gonna be stopped. See, I already destroyed your idiot hero last week with the help of Samoa Joe. So now, I have all the time in the world to walk you through every single detail of my brilliant scheme. Like I said, this is my favorite part. So here we go. When I was GM, I brought Samoa Joe back fully knowing what his plans were for attacking Trey in the best-of-5 final and costing Red her title. In fact, I helped make those plans myself. Then, I gave Trey a title match against Adam Cole just so Joe could eventually take it from Trey. Sorry, Adam. After that, I inserted myself into the mixed match challenge as Trey's partner to earn his trust, giving me the opportunity to teach him the secret coquina clutch escape. Only when Joe got it on Trey, and he thought he had it all under control, those ankles weren't crossed, were they? Because it wasn't a secret anymore. I told Joe exactly what to expect, and Trey never had a chance. Now, unfortunately, to make Trey and Red think I had changed for the better, I'd have to donate a bunch of money to an animal shelter. But don't worry, I purchased the shelter, kicked out all the disgusting animals, and I'm turning it into the newest location for my tanning salon chain, Brooklyn Von Brown. Which, if you ask me, is a lot more to serve the community. So right about now, your tiny brains are probably asking, but why, Brooklyn? Why would you do all of this? I did this to maintain the hierarchy. To show Red and Trey that despite what they think they've achieved in WWE, I'm the star and they're the losers. Just like it's always been. And that will never change. Anyway, I've spent way too much time talking about those rejects, so let's discuss what's next for the American hero. New trademark lawsuit pending. Well, I have some big news to share. I'm a champion. You see, I recently talked to WWE management about bringing back a title from the past, and they agreed I was the perfect superstar to award it to. So I'd like to present to you your new WWE Divas champion, me.
You've got to be kidding me. I guess this explains why I was told to inform Red that the Divas Championship was already spoken for.
You know, maybe in the future, Trey, you should be a little more careful about who sees your phone. You never know what they could find on there. Like maybe even a copy of a list outlining all their friends' dreams and ambitions.
Clearly, Red has heard and seen enough.
Well, she should be mad at her friend Trey for letting all this happen.
Let's go, right now, you and me.
I'm a prize fighter, and considering I've got the prize, I decide when I fight. So run along. Maybe there's something else you can cross off your list, like find someone who will take me out on a date, or fix my jacked up teeth. Those are real things on her list. I saw it.
I'm coming for you and that title.
Look out!
This is getting out of hand.
You wanted this? Well, now you got it!
Thankfully, Trey is here to put an end to this.
It's Samoa Joe. Where did he come from?
It's obvious Brooklyn and Samoa Joe are always 2 steps ahead of Red and Trey.
And now Brooklyn is going to force Red to watch her best friend get destroyed by Samoa Joe yet again.
He's suffered enough. Come on, don't do it.
No!
Trey might be seriously injured. This is bad.
While Trey's condition's unclear, one thing is, the duo of Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe will annihilate, get in their way.
So what's the verdict?
Nothing too serious. I'll just be out a couple weeks.
You're lucky. That could have ended your career.
It would take a much worse attack than that to end my career. Or being offered the hosting gig on America's Next Top Hand Model, which is the best show on TV, hands down. See? I'm a natural. So, are you mad that Brooklyn saw the list on my phone?
I was, but I think I'm over it, considering you almost got snapped in half trying to help me. Besides, I just found out next week I have a #1 contenders match for the Divas Championship. So I'm still gonna cross it off the list.
Good. At least one of us will be in the title picture.
What do you mean? Aren't you gonna use your rematch clause when you heal up?
I would if I had one. Turns out one of the other loose ends Brooklyn took care of before she stepped down as GM was removing the rematch clause from my contract. So if I want another shot at Samoa Joe, I'm gonna have to earn it just like anyone else.
I know you can do it. But first, you need to focus on getting better.
I guess it's just like on America's Next Top Hand Model when Andrea jammed her finger playing volleyball and lost the Christmas engagement ring campaign. It took a lot of hard work and moisturizing, but in a couple months her hand was back in top form and she booked the Valentine's Day spot, which was way bigger than the Christmas gig.
I must have missed that episode.
I can get you a copy. I have every one of them saved.
I think I got the gist of it.
Your loss.
It's boss time! If you're just joining us on SmackDown Live, this fatal four-way match will determine the #1 contender for Brooklyn Von Braun's WWE Divas Championship.
Yes, you heard that correctly. Brooklyn petitioned WWE officials to bring the Divas Championship out of retirement and award it to her, simply out of spite towards Red.
The Divas Championship actually holds a lot of personal meaning for Red, and it was one of the final milestones she wanted to cross off her list.
You two are acting like Red's been barred from ever holding the Divas Championship. She still has that opportunity if she can win this match and then defeat Brooklyn Von Braun.
Power bomb! Shoulders down for the count.
She got the shoulder up. That's all that counts.
Uh-oh. Defenseless in the corner now. Oh, no, we've got a problem here, guys. Yet another counter.
It's like they're both somehow one step ahead of each other.
And now that one's countered.
That was impressive, Michael.
Wow, what a...
Probably not going to win for a couple hundred years, Byron. You know why?
And there's the reversal for Sasha Banks. Whoa, it's another reversal.
Big flying forearm.
Oh, man.
And she's back in the ring now.
The fatal four-way match works like this. 4 superstars are in the ring all at once. There are no countouts and no disqualifications. You have 4 superstars who are throwing down in the ring all at the same time, and they can fight anywhere they want to. It's mass hysteria.
What a hurricanrana. Watch out.
Running bulldog.
In a fatal four-way, the first superstar to get a submission or a pinfall is our winner.
Ooh, what impact.
Oh, what a forearm.
Hurricanrana. Head scissors.
Round and round we go.
Nicely done with the head scissors.
Look at this. Nia Jax is letting everyone know exactly how she feels.
Straight punch.
Popped up.
Meteora.
Setting up. There it is, Shining Wizard.
Gosh.
Off into the pin. And she kicks out.
Just power up.
You know, we can stay here, guys. Finds a way to reverse.
Big flying forearm.
This is a big risk. Will it pay off?
She wants it one more time. Just like she envisioned. Not a lot of superstars can pull off a move like that. 2 count.
Fake. Whether you like it or not, there's the match right there.
Here is your winner, Tiffany Williams.
Big win in this fatal four-way match.
Now that's having a game plan and executing it to perfection.
As hard as it will be not to think about that amazing match we just saw, we must move on here, guys.
At the Royal Rumble, the WWE Universe will witness a night of firsts. It'll be the first time the WWE Divas Championship has been defended in nearly 15 years. And it'll be the first time these two longtime rivals step inside the ring and face each other in a one-on-one match. So ladies, all that's left is to sign the contract and make this unprecedented night official.
Byron, as former GM of SmackDown Live, I conducted quite a few contract signings, and let me just say, you're doing a terrible job. You didn't even give me a chance to embarrass my opponent.
Sorry.
Now, Byron mentioned this is going to be the first official match between Red and I, but we've had our share of fights over the years. So I wanted to take the WWE Universe back to when Red and I were in high school to see actual footage from our very first fight. Well, it was really more of a one-sided beatdown. This is what happens when you mess with the captain of the wrestling team. What are you gonna do? Hit me with a steel chair? Put me through a table?
I'm going to get help.
Everyone already knows Hothead Red, but let me introduce you to her best friend, Trey. Get it? Because he busted his butt on a lunch tray. Now her face matches her nickname. Hothead Red. Hothead Red. Hothead Red. Hothead Red. Hothead Red. At the Royal Rumble, our next fight is going to end just like they always have. You, on the ground, screaming in pain, tapping out to the biggest crossover star in WWE history, the American hero, Brooklyn Von Braun!
I'll do my talking in the ring at the Royal Rumble.
Wait, before you leave, I have a gift for you. To commemorate our big match and also honor our very first fight. Come on, it's rude to turn down a gift.
Of course, hothead Red loses her temper.
She was provoked.
I hope Red's happy, but if you ask me, this type of juvenile behavior should have stayed in high school.
No matter how you feel about what just transpired, these two lifelong rivals will finally settle their differences once and for all at the Royal Rumble.
I wrote a special song for the Royal Rumble. Want to hear it?
Not really.
Well, I'm going to play it anyway. Well, I've been searching all these years for a sign to show me the way. But it was right in front of me, and he went by the name of Trey. You see, this man's been lucky his entire stupid career, so I knew if he could succeed, I had nothing to fear. Tonight I outlast 29 men so I can get my shot at the gold. And then the universe walks with Elias in the greatest tale ever told. So what do you think?
I think you're gonna have to rewrite your song after tonight.
So what number did you get for the Royal Rumble match?
2.
Oh, well, that's a really tough draw, but I'm sure lots of people have won from that spot. Wait, is that piece of paper with your number on it folded in half?
Oh, yeah, it is. It's not 2, it's 23.
Okay, now I like your chances a little better. Not that I was doubting you before.
After I win the Rumble, I can't wait to watch you put Brooklyn in her place once and for all.
She may have gotten the better of me in the past, but tonight's different. She has to step into my ring.
Yeah.
My only concern is she might pull something cheap, like having Samoa Joe get involved.
I'll make sure that doesn't happen. By the way, have you seen Sin Cara? I think I owe him an apology.
Why?
When I thought I drew number 2, I may have thrown a slight tantrum and damaged his mini trampoline. I'm not sure he even knows how to get into the ring without that.
I think he'll manage for one night. Besides, we have bigger things to worry about.
Okay.
Guys, Tyler Breeze has been unsuccessfully trying to eliminate Otis for quite a while now.
He's going to need to eat a lot more steaks and lift a lot more weights if he wants to throw Otis over the top rope.
Adam Cole from behind, and he eliminates both of them.
And now Adam Cole is all alone in the ring, giving him a chance to catch his breath before the next superstar enters.
Here we go. Who's it going to be?
It's Sin Cara!
Whoa, what just happened there?
His trampoline exploded.
Is he okay?
Considering he just hit the apron rib first at full speed, I'm going to go with no.
Unfortunately, it looks like Sin Cara will not be able to compete in the Royal Rumble match.
I guess we're moving on to our next entrant.
It's Trey.
Adam Cole can't wait to get his hands on him.
Sorry, man. That's on me.
These two certainly have some unfinished business as Trey defeated Adam Cole for the WWE Championship thanks to Samoa Joe's interference. There's so much associated with being in a Royal Rumble match, and for the High Flyers, taking to the air could put them in a perilous situation.
Well, no matter how you look at it, spending time in the air during the Royal Rumble match, not a spot you want to be in.
Hey, you do whatever it takes to stay in the match. I say if the High Flyers want to take it to the air, go for it.
Only one superstar can emerge victorious in main event, WrestleMania.
Oh, nasty impact.
He's dictating the pace of this match now, guys.
His energy is great, but it remains to be seen how good his stamina is.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent. Oh, able to counter.
Bang! Go! No! Wow, what a lariat.
Almost took his head off.
He's one step ahead there.
Great technical know-how on display. Ooh, brutal body shot.
No, another reversal.
Neither one of them are willing to give an inch here.
No. Ooh.
Look out. Here he comes, guys.
And you know he can be a major difference maker here.
Oh, again!
It is not looking good for Seth Rollins.
For my money, guys, there's no greater Royal Rumble competitor than Stone Cold Steve Austin. The man simply dominated nearly every Rumble he competed in.
Pow, what a shot. Saw what he had in mind there.
Oh, wow, what a sequence there from Adam Cole.
So resourceful.
Jawbreaker!
Call the dentist.
Not so fast.
Bang, right in the face. Struggling to make the elimination here.
This is going to be a tough one to get.
Vicious, aggressive attacks. There's the elimination.
Seth Rollins has been eliminated.
Right in the ear.
And it's reversed.
Paying for that mistake. Oh. Oh, man.
Could be trouble here, guys.
Just ruthless.
Adam Cole connected with a good shot there.
Oh, that rocked him.
Switching gears here, guys.
Now, that's getting off the hook easy, if you ask me. Harsh impact.
Ooh, right to the gut. He's not looking good here, guys.
Lariat.
There's the
Ladies
elimination.
and gentlemen,
What took him so long?
Has been
Gets him in the
eliminated.
counter. When you look at this,
It looks like they both did their homework heading into this one. Wicked body shot.
what a punch. Brainbuster. He's not in a good spot here, guys.
impact.
And Big E manages to reverse out of that one.
Boy, the time just flies, doesn't it?
In the face. Boom. KO punch. Big E showing some expert prowess here. Boom, what impact. Now in full control.
Belly to belly.
Vicious. Oh, we're about to see one of our favorite moves.
Elbow right to the back of the neck.
He might have him here. I think you're right, Michael. Ooh, bullseye.
Oh, what a boot.
Wow, that was some reversal by Daniel Bryan.
They can just punch him in the chest.
A nice shot by Big E.
Man, that's gonna hurt.
Boy, the time just flies, doesn't it?
This has got trouble written all over it, guys. Escapes what could have been the end of the road here in this Royal Rumble match.
Could have been, but it wasn't. Why are you always so glass half empty, Cole?
Oh, this is a great move.
Setting up again.
That's elimination.
Opportunity is his for the taking. How is Adam Cole going to remain alive?
He'll find a way.
Now back to the ring.
Ooh, brutal body shot. Ooh, nasty impact. Samoan drop.
He is efficient and dangerous with his offense thus far.
He has the ability to turn it on in a heartbeat.
Showing some quickness.
And this match can change that fast. German suplex.
Wow.
That'll turn your lights out. What a hit from Owens. Reverses. Can he make him pay? Calling an audible, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why. I really thought the elimination was coming.
Ooh, what impact.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Velveteen Dream has been eliminated.
Ah, what a smash.
That is just insulting.
Look out, this changes things big time.
A fresh superstar usually does, Cole.
Saw that one coming. Look at this effort.
Yeah, this might just be it.
No elimination here.
Very questionable move, if you ask me, Cole.
Look who we have here, guys.
And he looks super motivated.
Clothesline. Tornado.
Oh, target acquired and destroyed.
Forearm to the kidneys. Roundhouse kick. Ooh-wee. Kick. Oh. Trying for the elimination here. Ooh.
And Big E exploiting the opening.
Elbow smash. And that's elimination
Kevin
right there,
Owens
guys.
has
With an
been
exclamation
eliminated.
point, no less.
Straight punch.
Jarring.
What's he going to do with it?
Belly to belly suplex. Oof. He's looking for yet another exclamation mark.
Ricochet has been eliminated.
And Big E manages to reverse out of that one.
Tough spot to be in. Clothesline.
What a counter. Boom.
Trying to go for it again.
Big E has been eliminated.
Ooh, what impact. Wicked kick. Great evasion.
Really just laying it in. Oh, nasty impact.
He's fighting hard, and it's paying off.
Apparently, he can...
He's about to do it. He's about to do it
The
again.
new Daniel Bryan
He did
has
it.
been
Trey has won
eliminated.
the Royal Rumble and will now go on to fight for a championship at WrestleMania.
Wait a second. Why is the countdown clock starting up again? The Rumble's over.
Apparently, there's another entrant.
Hold on, it can't be.
Is that who I think it is? No way.
It's the President of the United States of America. President Rock is in the Royal Rumble.
This is unbelievable. We all thought the match was over, but I guess there are 31 entrants this year.
It's the president. He can do whatever he wants.
We're all witnessing history. For the first time ever, the President is competing in the Royal Rumble.
And Trey has to beat him to go to WrestleMania.
Over the years, there have been numerous surprise entrants in the Royal Rumble, from returning superstars to legends and even celebrities. But none of them were bigger than this.
Surprise factor aside, what can we expect to see from President Rock tonight? I mean, as of late, all of his fierce opponents have been of the political variety in Washington. What kind of fighting shape is he in?
Just look at him. I don't think he's missed a workout the entire time he's been in the Oval Office. In fact, I heard half of Air Force One has been converted into the top-of-the-line gym.
And don't forget, Trey's already been in the Rumble for a while. The President's completely rested.
You two may be right, but we're about to find out if our Commander-in-Chief has what it takes to win the Royal Rumble.
Just caught flush.
Ooh!
Ooh, vicious body shot.
Uh-oh. I'm afraid to think what's going to happen next.
That's gotta be it.
The Rock turns it around. Boom, what a forearm. He continues to press forward.
Yeah, we'll see if he can sustain that effort as we move forward.
Oh, no, we've got a problem here, guys.
Looks like we may be on the verge of seeing a superplex.
Think you might be right, Saxton. Here we go.
Oh, the superplex.
And there's more.
Falcon Arrow.
Incredible technical prowess from The Rock.
Boom, what impact.
The target's been acquired once.
Barring any more surprises, this time it's official. Trey has won the Royal Rumble and will compete for a title at WrestleMania.
I still can't believe what we just witnessed. This is going to make headlines all around the world.
It looks like the president's not finished with Trey.
Trey has earned the president's seal of approval.
Maybe he's in line for a cabinet position.
Let's not get carried away, Saxton.
He should at least get an invite to the White House.
You know the president for a long time, Cole. You been to the White House yet?
No, but he's a busy guy. I'm sure he'll get around to inviting me. Anyway, congratulations again to Trey on this history-making night.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
It's the American hero.
Introduce.
The match with nearly 2 decades of build-up has finally made it to a WWE ring. It's Red versus Brooklyn Von Braun.
Until recently, I would have thought Red had the advantage with Brooklyn Von Braun stepping onto her turf. But Brooklyn's transition from MMA to WWE has been virtually seamless.
Yeah, it's very similar to how quickly Ronda Rousey was able to get acclimated in WWE.
With that being said, tonight's outcome is extremely difficult to predict, as this might be one of the most personal conflicts we've ever witnessed.
Oh, man.
Stomping away.
I talked to the champion earlier today, and I can tell you that she has no designs on losing the Divas title anytime soon.
Oh, left right to the liver.
Hurricane Rana.
Good grief.
Nothing's gonna stop her now.
That is a beautiful thing to watch.
Definitely not where you want to be right now. The champ getting put on the back foot here.
Yeah, but too soon to be worried. Changes her fortune there.
Gore!
The champion is in serious jeopardy here tonight. I don't think I've ever seen a more determined challenger.
Oh, it didn't go as planned.
Red and Brooklyn are going back and forth, taking out years of frustration on each other.
Looks like Red's got the upper hand for now.
Red with the tackle.
And now both women are down.
So far, these two have been matching each other move for move. One of them needs to somehow gain an edge.
And there you see Samoa Joe watching this heated battle.
I think he's headed out here to provide that edge Brooklyn needs.
Trey nails him from behind. He was ready to stop him. The way this is going, we might need local law enforcement to get this under control.
This is certainly one way to shorten your career.
Fighting in such treacherous territory is a one-way ticket to the infirmary.
Incredible.
Man, there was a lot of force behind that one.
Here it comes.
Oh, read him there.
Not again.
One of these competitors is eventually going to have to gain the upper hand.
Setting up again.
Boom. Trey manages to get Samoa Joe down, but for how long?
Wait, what's Trey doing?
I think he's going to put Joe inside the trunk of that car.
He's going to try to. Joe's dead weight.
Oh, that's one way to stop Samoa Joe from interfering.
Yeah, assuming that trunk is strong enough to contain Joe and his enhanced arm.
It looks like it'll do the job, for now at least. Red and Brooklyn are finally recovering after we cut away to see what was happening backstage between Trey and Samoa Joe.
I'm just glad that thanks to Trey, we're going to get a definitive winner in this match.
Yeah, as long as one of them can make it back in the ring before the 10 count.
And they both do.
Neither of them are ready for this match to end.
For nearly a decade, the Divas title was the pinnacle for women's wrestling, and it's back up for grabs tonight.
Now, Michael, you and I were there to call the final defense of this title at Roadblock in 2016, and I am excited to call it again right here tonight.
Setting up.
She steers clear there. Pendulum backbreaker.
Tick-tock.
So much on the line here tonight. Pride, respect, glory, and of course the coveted championship.
Dangerous situation here, guys.
Downright treacherous.
Another.
One for good measure.
Oh, clothesline. She's losing some steam now.
She may have underestimated the opposition she'd face tonight.
Uh-oh. Phoenix splash! That's not going to do it.
Oh, wow.
The Divas of the WWE truly are strong, athletic, and beautiful, but only one can be called champion. Which will it be?
Everyone wants the ability to win a title, to take the championship home. You can feel the intensity tonight.
Outrageous athleticism on the Hurricanrana. Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out.
She's gaining momentum here, guys.
She's got the skill and the stamina to really do some damage here.
Oh, again! Fatigue must be getting to her.
Yeah, this could be the end of the road for her.
Saw that one coming.
No.
Oh, what an elbow!
She's got to remember to get back in the ring before the referee's 10 count.
This is a big risk. Will it pay off? Look at this! Oh, and a diving Hurricanrana! She scurries out of there. Ooh, well measured.
Get back here. Leg lariat. Oh, nasty impact.
Powerbomb. Oh, looks like we're gonna see it.
Oh, she turns it around.
Going for it again.
Nobody does that better.
Boy, that would hit the target.
Not what she was looking for.
Yet another counter.
It's like they're both somehow one step ahead of each other.
That's a creative way to use your position in the ring. Devastating kick. Boom, what impact. Just carrying the opposition here. Oh, this is dangerous. Incoming.
Out up top. Diving senton.
Oh, no, we've got a problem here, guys. Oh, what a drop kick. She's looking relentless now.
Not sure how long she can keep it up, but she is fired up right now.
Oh, what a kick. Ooh. And now that one's countered.
That was impressive, Michael.
She's got her. For the win. 2. Red has done it. Not only has she defeated the woman who's tormented her for years, but she's also achieved a childhood dream in capturing the WWE Divas Championship.
This has to feel like a giant weight has been lifted off of Red in so many ways.
And here comes Red's best friend to join in the celebration.
Respect to Red for being able to achieve the seemingly impossible. This is truly a special night for her, both personally and professionally.
I knew you'd be here early. You always were an overachiever.
You here to demand your rematch? Because I have no problem beating you again tonight.
There's not going to be a rematch.
You're giving up that easily?
No, there's not going to be a rematch because you're going to announce your retirement tonight.
That's news to me.
It's why I wanted to find you first thing, so you could start writing your big farewell speech. But that kind of emotional garbage should actually come easily to you. I mean, if you get stuck, you could just borrow something from your earlier writing. You've probably asked yourself a million times, why? Why didn't they want to be my parents? The truth is, we did, but we had to make the hardest decision of our lives because we didn't feel we could give you the life you deserved. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Love always, your mom and dad. That's right. I found out you wrote that little piece of fiction kicking off 20 years of lies to your best friend. His real parents are dead, and you've been stringing him along this entire time, making him think they're alive just so you'd have one friend in your depressing life. You never told him the truth, even when he continued to pathetically leave 2 empty seats for them that would never be filled.
Why? Why are you doing this?
The why doesn't really matter. Right now, you should be more concerned with the what, as in what could happen next. I could expose you and all your lies, destroying your life, your reputation, and most of all, your friendship with Trey. Or you can retire immediately, and I'll make your secret my secret. But one way or another, it's happening tonight.
I know walking away from everything you've worked for will be the hardest thing you've ever done, but you have to keep our secret. Please. And that's how I won the WWE Divas Championship, crossing off one of the most elusive things on the list. But the Divas Championship wasn't just a title. That's my mom and dad. It was more than that. It was...
Sorry, I think something amazing just happened. Earlier today, I received a note saying I would finally get to meet my birth parents at the Hall of Fame ceremony tonight, and I think they just arrived.
I don't know what's happening either.
I apologize if I'm a little distracted.
Who are those people?
I've been waiting for this moment my entire life. We're almost done here, so I'll catch up with you real soon, okay? Sorry again for cutting you off. Where were you?
There's really not much left to say, other than to cover how we ended up here tonight. When I defeated my lifelong nemesis to capture this championship, the same championship I dreamed of winning as a young girl, it was an amazing feeling. But after that wore off, I was consumed by a range of different emotions, ones that I hadn't felt in a very long time. Satisfaction, relief, peace of mind. The fire that drove me throughout my career to come out here and fight on a nightly basis was suddenly gone. I went from thinking, what's next, to what's left. And I realized that after crossing off the most elusive item on the list, the answer was not much. Because I accomplished everything I set out to do and way more. So I had to be honest with myself. If I kept going, everything after would feel like a letdown. And that's not how I want to live my life or remember my career. So with all that being said, I'm here tonight to relinquish the Divas Championship and announce my retirement from WWE effective immediately.
Is this actually happening?
Unfortunately, I think it is.
Now, I know this is probably shocking, and some of you might be disappointed or upset, but this isn't necessarily a bad thing. I've lived this part of my life to the fullest, and now it's time for me to go explore other challenges. And who knows, maybe I'll try acting again. You all saw how my only other audition went. Can't go worse than that, right? Finally, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting me for all these years. Please continue to back the next women who take my place, who I am certain will be stronger, more athletic, and hopefully a little less temperamental than I was. So, yeah, that's it. Thanks, everyone.
I'm not really sure what to say. I'm stunned. I think we all are. No one was expecting this. Thank you, Red. Yes, thank you. And we wish you all the best.
What was that? You can't retire. You've got years left on your career.
I'm sorry, but I need you to try to understand.
Maybe I could wrap my head around it if I had a little more warning. I mean, when you texted me, make sure you watch my promo tonight, I was expecting you had some clever line about Brooklyn, not that you were gonna walk away from WWE.
This wasn't something I was planning for a long time. It happened quickly.
Okay, fine, but if you're done, then I'm done. We're a package deal, remember?
No, what? Don't do this.
I need you to try to understand.
What about the title shot you just earned in the Royal Rumble? And getting revenge on Samoa Joe for everything he's done?
None of that matters if you're not along for the ride, too.
You need to think about this some more. You're making an impulsive decision.
I've made up my mind. I'm done.
I never expected my plan to work this well and cause your idiot friend to retire too. It's like getting rid of 2 turds with 1 stone.
This isn't over.
But it is over, and that's the best part of all of this. Anyway, just wanted to wish you a happy early retirement. Maybe you can take up bingo or going to dinner at 3 p.m. or yelling at kids in your neighborhood. If you kick that ball in my yard one more time, I'm going to put you on my list. Hilarious. See you, never again.
We're going live with your show intro in 5 minutes.
Thanks. Just let me run through it once to make sure I've got it. Who will be named as your top 10? Prepare yourself for drama as our contestants get their hands dirty, glad-handing with the CEO of a manure company to see who can get the upper hand for their fall fertilizer campaign. It's all hands on deck. Coming up next on America's Next Top Hand Model. Do you think there's too many hand puns?
It's perfect. It's not heavy-handed at all.
I see what you did there. Hey, sorry I missed your other call. I'm at my new hosting gig. Look, if this is about getting Baron Corbin a spot on the show, I'm still relatively new here, so I don't think I have that kind of pull yet. Oh, okay, good, because honestly, I don't think Baron's hands are anything to write home about. Wait, what'd you say? Really? That's amazing! Did you tell Red yet? Yeah, she's been hard to reach lately. Okay, I'll try her. This is truly an honor. Thank you so much. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna be famous-er. I'm gonna be famous-er. Ah! Yes!
That's my ring and my championship. I hate you, Brooklyn. What?
Hey, it's been a while. How's it going?
I'm great. I'm on vacation at the beach, which is why no one's been able to reach me. Trying to disconnect, you know?
Oh, that's good to hear. I only have a minute, so I'll make this quick. I just got some amazing news. We're going into the WWE Hall of Fame together.
Really? Wow, I'm shocked. I mean, I thought it would happen someday, but definitely not this fast.
They didn't say this, but I'm assuming they want to capitalize on my crossover appeal as host of ANTHM.
I'm sure that's it.
I know we didn't expect our careers to end the way they did, but it's nice to know we accomplished enough to go into the Hall of Fame. And more importantly, we're going in together, just like it's always been.
Yeah, it is nice.
Hey, I gotta run. Don't relax too much. You know what they say about idle hands. Ooh, I gotta work that into tonight's show.
Congrats.
You too. Ooh, I wish I could see Brooklyn's reaction.
I'm sure she won't be happy. Which makes me happy.
Move! Don't look at me! Don't look at me! Get out of my way! Are you kidding me? Those two pieces of human trash are going into the Hall of Fame? This has to be a joke! They were only in the WWE for a cup of coffee. You know what? An actual cup of coffee deserves to be inducted before they do!
Take it easy. We're all entitled to our opinions, but there are certain realities you can't dispute. While Red and Trey may have had shorter careers than the typical Hall of Famer, the impact they made during that time was tremendous. So it doesn't matter if you or anyone else disagrees, they are going to get the recognition they deserve.
We'll see about that.
Man, feels like we've been up here for like 15 hours. Hope everyone's still with us. But, I think that pretty much sums everything up, right?
Yeah, I think we covered it all.
And there's only one thing left to do. List, please. It's time to cross off one final list item together. Get inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Shoot, I think I forgot a pen.
Seriously?
I've got one you can use.
I'm sure someone else in this arena has a spare pen, so you can go sit down.
Take it easy. I just wanted to come up here in front of the world to say congratulations and finally put our differences behind us. I would never do anything to take away from your special night that you so rightfully deserve. Trey, even your birth parents are here, which is amazing. Stand up, please. But before you finish up, there's just one thing I want to mention that you left out of your speech. You see, Red wasn't 100% honest about what led to her retirement and later her best friends. In fact, it turns out she has a little secret, which is the real reason she walked away from WWE.
You have to do something. She's gonna ruin everything. I'm sorry, but I'm done hiding this for us. It's over.
What really happened was I found out the truth behind this secret, and she didn't want me to tell anyone. So she chose to retire instead. But I couldn't sit back and let her get away without everyone knowing the real Red. So let's start with this. That lovely older couple in the audience, they're not Trey's parents. I know, because they're fakes I hired to be here. That letter you got that said they were coming tonight, also a fake. But if you want to see your real parents, I can make that happen. Here they are. Yeah, that pretty much says it all. And look at the date there. They were already long gone by the time we were in high school. Which makes you wonder, Trey, how could they have written you a letter? Maybe someone else wrote it to try to manipulate you into doing whatever they wanted. And maybe that person was so miserable and lonely, they had to resort to something morbid like that to ensure they always had a friend at their side. But who would do such a terrible thing? Certainly not your so-called best friend, right?
Is this true?
We're not finished here. If you come any closer, I will crush his neck. And the same goes for anyone else. If you try to stop us, I will end him.